MC, she just looks straight at the audience.
She's like, it's magic.
And I'm going to steal a part of your soul every time.
And you know what else is magic? Hello, everybody. I'm Matt.
And I'm Maggie.
And we are
Hopefully awesome.
That's right, a positive place on the internet where we nerd out about all the geeky things we love. And today's geeky things include the weekend box office, some streaming versus theatrical polls and things. And we got Lucy stepping on our switchboard. And we also got some Teen Titans movie news, because this is the Hopefully Awesome Show, our weekly podcast where Maggie and I chit-chat about all of the nerdy movie news that you need to know about from the previous week. Remember, if you'd like to support the channel, you can head over to patreon.com/hopefullyawesome or join us right here on youtube.com/hopefullyawesome, just like these fine folks did. Get your name in every episode, get exclusive content like our monthly movie commentaries, and Matt plus Maggie, which it's going to be a good one this month, let me tell you. But yeah, that's it. I completely lost my train of thought thinking about all the wonderful things that's happened this week. Maggie, how are you, Maggie?
Counting down the weeks until I have to go back to the grind.
What is the final countdown?
I've got 3 weeks to go.
3 weeks to go.
3 weeks to go.
That's the saddest thing I've ever heard in my life. That makes me sad. And it's not even me. Like, I'm already back to work, but like, it makes me sad.
Hey, I've been sad since week 1 of maternity leave. So
just not looking forward to going back.
No, I'm not.
From week 1.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's how it was my senior year of high school. I was just ready to graduate day 1.
I get it. Senioritis, as they like to say.
I had my CD player taken from me.
At school?
Yeah.
How'd you have your CD player at school?
Well,
is that why you got it taken away from you? Because you weren't supposed to have it at school?
I wasn't supposed to have it on during class.
What was what was you listening to?
Pretty certain it's just Timberlake's Love, Sex...
Love and Sex and Magic or something like that.
God.
So, love, Sex, Style.
No.
Fucking in the bucket. I would love it if Justin Timberlake...
Something about sounds.
Sex, love, future sex, love sounds.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would love to listen to the Justin Timberlake album called Sex Bucket. Or no, Fucking in the Bucket. That's what it was. Oh my God. Good times.
Got it taken. It was returned back to me by the end of the day, but my math teacher pulled me aside. He's like, "Thank you, Janietta." She said, "Future sex, love sounds."
There we go.
He pulled me aside. He's like, "Hey, I know you're a senior, but you still have to pay attention.
You have to at least pretend to pay attention."
Yeah. He's like, "I'm okay with you,
dicking off."
He said, "I'm okay with you listening to music." He's like, "Just as long as you're paying attention in some ways."
Yeah.
He's like, "But just don't do that when I'm at the other school." Because it was, we called it the ITV room. He'd be at another school. He'd be teaching.
Oh, yeah. You've told me about this.
Yeah.
It's very confusing.
And he would go back and forth during the week.
Yeah.
So that was way before Zoom and Google Meets.
Wow. That's kicking it old school.
Yeah.
They never mind, I have nothing funny. I thought I had something funny to say. I don't have anything funny to say.
Yeah.
But speaking of Justin Timberlake, Maggie, did you see what happened over the weekend?
NSYNC showed up
NSYNC
at the LA show, and they sang apparently all the good stuff.
They got back in sync.
Yeah.
One could say they went back to the backstreets.
Yeah.
And went from boys to men.
Hey, Jariana, he didn't take my CD player. It was the one lady down the hall that we swore up and down was an evil witch or something. Because she always had it out for us ITV people. Especially when we didn't have an adult in the room watching us.
Yeah.
She'd always poke her head down.
If you were seniors, you're basically adults.
Yeah.
According to like the law.
Yeah.
18.
Yeah.
I
can't remember what I called her, but I called her
bitch.
No, I drew a picture of her, but as Godzilla and I called her something. It was like her last name, Zilla.
How dare you besmirch the good
I
name
am
of Godzilla?
sorry.
All right. Godzilla is a national treasure.
I wasn't aware of that fact, Matt,
Well,
back then.
you should have known.
Because it was 2006.
Okay.
And we have not yet seen the magic of the 2014 Godzilla. Is that right?
Well, yes, you're right. But, I mean, that's negating like 50 years of Godzilla. So.
I didn't watch any of the old stuff. Except for the Matthew Broderick film with the lizard.
Okay. Enough.
I knew that'd make a joke.
It's time for the news.
Good news, everyone. I'm sorry.
That's a long pause.
Yeah. My throat.
So everybody, welcome to the weekend box office update for the week of March the 18th.
I remembered her name.
What's her name?
It's Miss Lewis, and I drew her as Lewis Zilla.
Not even Lucilla.
No, Lewis Zilla.
I feel like alliteration there could have been better.
Well, Matt, I didn't have you in my life back then, so
It's true. You didn't.
And I hung it up on the board in the TV room.
So did she see it?
I don't think so.
Oh wow. Wow. Maggie, you're a regular badass.
No,
you know
no, I wasn't.
Good job. Sticking it to the man.
Stole a teacher's coffee cup. All this stuff.
We're still here.
Oh. Oh, whoops.
You're fine.
In my brain, I thought it was still hopefully on some show loco.
Well, Maggie, it's not. It's actually the weekend box office report. So, via Box Office Mojo, the numbers and discussing film, number one at the box office this weekend was Kung Fu Panda 4, sticking around in the number one spot. That's right. It remained at number one, bringing its total this weekend to $30.1 million. Bringing its domestic total to $107.8 million and its worldwide gross to $176.5 million. Smackaroos.
Come on, Jack Black.
At number two, sticking in the 2 slot, Dune Part 2.
Sticking in the 2s.
Sticking it in the 2, if you know what I'm saying. But pooper. Dune Part 2, $28.5 million, bring its domestic total to $204.7 million, and its worldwide gross to $498.1 million.
Yay!
And it will pass $500 million before the end of the day today.
Cool.
Yeah. So already at $500 million. Crazy.
That's crazy.
Number 3, new to the box office, Arthur the King, bringing in $7.5 million, bringing its worldwide gross to $7.5 million. It's not open everywhere just yet. That's that.
Say, where's the other number?
That is the Mark Wahlberg dog movie.
Yeah.
And Simu Liu is in it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Number 3 came in third. Can you believe it?
Who got it right?
I mean, we'll see, but
Matt.
no, I'm just saying it came in third. I wasn't even implying about the contest that we do.
Yeah.
I was just talking about the fact that this dog movie.
Because it's a dog.
I know. Never underestimate the value of dogs.
No.
You know?
Don't.
That's why we have Lucy on the show.
Yeah.
There she is.
There she is.
See? Doesn't that make like 100,000 more people want to watch us? Think about it. Number 4, dropping from the number 3 slot, is Imaginary, with $5.6 million, bringing its domestic total to $19 million and worldwide gross to $22.4 million. At number 5, dropping from the number 4 slot, Cabrini, with $2.8 million, bringing its domestic total to $13 million and its worldwide gross to $13.1 million.
All right.
At number 6, new to the box office, Love Lies Bleeding, with $2.4 million, bringing its worldwide gross to $2.9 million. Do you know which one this is? Love Lies Bleeding.
No.
That's the Kristen Stewart bodybuilding or wrestling. I can't remember exactly which one it is.
It's bodybuilding.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's only in limited.
Yeah.
But still, number 6,
Yeah.
the box office. Number 7, dropping from the number 5 slot, was Bob Marley, One Love, with 2.3 million, bringing its domestic total to 93.3 million and its worldwide gross to 169 million. Number 8, new to the box office, One Life, with 1.7 million domestic to 26.6 million worldwide. I forgot to look up what One Life is. I don't even know. I'll be honest. I have no idea. Should have looked into it. Number 9, new to the box office, The American Society of Magical, with 1.3 million. 1.3. Open to 1.3 million. I was expecting a little bit higher for this one.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was in my top 5. So.
I can't remember. I think it was 2 for me.
I'll say this. We watched it.
We
don't plan on doing like a big review of it, so we can go ahead and say how we felt about it. I really enjoyed it. How did you feel?
Oh, I really enjoyed it too. I think Justice Smith was great in it.
Yes, he was really good.
God, he kicked some major butt in it.
Yes. I'll say that it was so weird. It kind of blew my mind a little bit when we was leaving the theater, because it is very much like, okay, most of the time when movies try and do 2 things, they usually either fail at both or they
succeed at one
because they abandon the other.
Yeah.
Right. So like, trying to think of like anything, but essentially this movie is very much about race in America, right? But it's also a romantic comedy, and it's also a movie about magic. Okay, so it's trying a lot. All right,
it didn't abandon any of it.
It doesn't abandon any of it. It just is what it is, and it gets really real, and also gets silly, and is very much a love story.
Yes,
and like it's really good. I mean, it is a lot. There's a lot going on in this movie.
Yes.
And there's one scene that reminded me a lot of the monologue from Barbie.
Yeah.
But Justin Smith. He gives this monologue, and it is, I mean, I was crying like listening to it, you know.
Good.
And then there's, magic. So, like, David Alan Grier is like a wizard in it, which is just wonderful. It's amazing. So I definitely recommend checking out American Society of Magical. It's definitely worth watching. Don't let I was going to say the reviews, because everybody's like tearing it apart.
Yeah.
Or the low box office. Don't let that fool you. I think it's actually really good. But hey, that's just one opinion. Matt's opinion. Thanks for watching. At number 10, dropping from the number 6 slot, Ordinary Angels, with $1 million, bringing its domestic gross to 18 million and its worldwide gross to 18.1 million. I'm in that thing, but ordinary.
Hola, Eric.
Eric.
He called me Maggie, the rebel without a cause.
Ooh, she had a cause.
Like
the cause was pissing off some teachers.
The cause was, I'm ready to get the heck out of here. Jeriana, she asked, did we go to Bristol this weekend?
Bristol, baby.
No, we did not.
No, we didn't. Was there something going on in Bristol?
We're not aware.
Did we miss something?
Was there something cool going on, Jeriana?
Dang,
you didn't tell us about
something?
it?
Did we miss Rhythm and Roots Festival?
No.
All right.
This
Maggie.
past weekend. I don't know.
I don't know. Hey.
Girl, I don't know. You got to elaborate a little bit.
You know what I do know, though?
What?
It's time to guess the weekend box office.
Henry's trying to give his 2 cents.
We really need to get that soundboard going.
Never will happen.
So, each correct movie in the top 5 equals 1 point. Each movie in the correct slot equals 1 point. So that means if I had guessed Kung Fu Panda would open at number 1, I would get 1 point for getting Kung Fu Panda in the top 5 and 1 point for getting Kung Fu Panda in the correct slot at number 1. And if I guessed the rest of those in the correct slot, that would be all 5 movies correct, that would give me an additional 5 points, which means each week we have an opportunity to get 15 points. The top 5 this week, just to remind everybody, was Kung Fu Panda 4 at number 1, Dune at number 2, the Arthur the King at number 3, Imaginary at 4. And Cabrini at 5. This is the list.
Oh, God.
We both had Dune at number 1. We both had Kung Fu Panda at number 2.
Okay.
I had Arthur the King at number 3.
Oh, man. I had high hopes for Michael Keaton's movie.
It's not even in the top 10.
That makes me sad.
You had Knox Goes Away at number 3. I had the American Society of Magical at number 4 and Imaginary at number 5. Maggie had Arthur the King at number 4.
Yeah.
And Bob Marley, One Love at number 5.
Dang it.
And this is the results.
Oh, boy.
So we both got a point for Dune. We both got a point for Kung Fu Panda. I got 2 points for Arthur the King because I guessed it correctly at number 3. You got 1 point for Arthur the King at number 4. You did not get any points for Knox Goes Away or Bob Marley. I did not get any points for the American Society, but I did get 1 point for Imaginary. So that means that I earned a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points, and Maggie earned a total of 1, 2, 3 points.
Crap.
So that means I am now in the lead with 25 points, and Maggie has 21 points. But it's anybody's game.
Yeah.
Maggie, you could bring it back. 15 points. Think about it. If you get it right 1 week, boom, you're whooping me.
Whooping you?
Whooping that ass.
Jeriana, the answer to that question is Matt would die if I took him to a race at Bristol.
No. Wait, was that what it was for? Racing?
Yes.
Fuck no.
I think
for NASCAR?
I don't know if it was NASCAR. I don't think it was.
God, no.
He doesn't.
No.
He doesn't do that.
The closest I ever got to NASCAR was watching the film Cars in theaters. All right. The Pixar movie. Ka-chow!
Lord.
All right. New releases coming out this week. We got Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. Maggie's very excited about this one. Immaculate. This is the Sydney Sweeney nun pregnant movie. Scary.
Second movie that we watched a trailer for that's involving
religious stuff.
Well, religious stuff, also pregnancy.
Oh, The Omen.
Yeah.
The
first
Omen. Yeah, we'll be talking about new trailers. Don't worry. Luca is getting a re-release, which technically a first release because it never got to go to theaters. It was just a Disney Plus thing.
Yeah.
So Luca will be going into theaters. And Late Night with the Devil is going to be in limited release, and it is getting some pretty rave reviews. Let me actually go ahead and check, because some of these have already released a Rotten Tomatoes score. So I just want you to go ahead and be aware.
Hells yeah, Ghostbusters.
So, Rotten Tomatoes scores: Immaculate debuted with a 67, described as a gory and bold religious horror movie with a career best performance from Sydney Sweeney.
Heck yeah, go Sydney Sweeney.
And that's it. That's all I'm saying.
That's it?
Yeah, I thought there was one for the Late Night with the Devil, but apparently not, or I did not write it down. But it is getting rave reviews. I'll go ahead and tell you that. Like, people are very excited for Late Night with the Devil. So, Maggie, let's bring back the top 5 again. Top five this past weekend was Kung Fu Panda number 4, Dune Part 2, Arthur the King, Imaginary, and Cabrini. Maggie, what do you think the new box office will be?
Jerry said Bristol race was yesterday. Number 1. Ghostbusters.
Good call. It'll be really bad if Ghostbusters does not open number 1.
I know.
All right. Ghostbusters 2, 4, and 5 is what number Ghostbusters this is. So it's Ghostbusters Afterlife Part 2.
Yeah.
It's the original Ghostbusters Part 4. But it's the 5th Ghostbusters movie.
Oh.
So there you go.
God, that's
So
confusing.
depending on, I know, right?
All right.
Frozen Empire. Okay. All right. Number 1, Ghostbusters.
Eric said, "Is it Pooh, Blood, and Honey 2 releasing this week also?"
Okay, maybe, but I didn't see it listed, so there's that.
All right. Number 1, Ghostbusters. Number 2, I'm gonna stick with it because I believe in the Timmy Che Che. Dune 2.
Okay. All right. Number 3.
Number 3. I'm stuck. Either Immaculate or Kung Fu Panda.
I should have figured out what the ratings were.
Crud. Well, Immaculate's gonna be a solid R. I'm gonna say Kung Fu Panda 4 for number 3.
Okay.
Then number 4, Immaculate.
Okay.
And then number 5, let's go with Arthur the King.
All right. Number 5 is Arthur the King. All right, let me make sure I got you right here. Number 1, Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. Number 2, Dune 2. Number 3, Kung Fu Panda 4. Number 4, Immaculate. Number 5, Arthur the King.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to go similar, but different. Let's see. I want to put one. I got to put one more on here. I guess Arthur. Okay. We're going to have a few in the same spots.
Hey, Eric, that doesn't release until the 26th, and it says in the UK.
What is it?
The Blood and Honey.
Oh, did you look it up?
Yeah.
Good job. All right. So my picks are number 1, Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. Number 2, Kung Fu Panda 4. Number 3, Immaculate. Number 4, Dune Part 2. And number 5, Arthur the King.
Okay.
So we both got Ghostbusters at number 1. You've got Dune 2 at number 2. I have it at number 4. You've got Kung Fu Panda 4 at number 3. I have it at number 2. I've got Immaculate at number 3. You have Immaculate at number 4. And we both have Arthur the King at number 5. I did have Immaculate at number 2. But I rearranged it and Kung Fu Panda because I feel like Immaculate's going to be rated R, which is just going to limit the amount. And I think Kung Fu Panda, especially with like Spring Break and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. Yeah. Spring Break. And
it's possible that Luca could eat into that, but I don't think it'll do it much.
I don't think so either.
Yeah. I mean, as much as I enjoyed Luca,
yeah,
like it's just I don't think it has the hitting power as some of the others, especially with some of the other things going on. So we will see.
Why would I pay money when my kid can watch this 20 times in a row
on Disney Plus?
On Disney Plus.
But that is our top 5. Let us know in the chat, in the comments, if you've been playing along, where your current points are at, and what your top 5 picks for next week are. We'll see who wins. It's gonna be great.
Say bye, Lucy.
Oh, Lucy's leaving. Bye, Lucy. Everybody, drop your lose in the chat. There she goes. She goes.
I think she got hot.
All right, now it's time for the next story.
Nope. I'm doing a poor job of this.
Hey, it's okay, Maggie. Via The Hollywood Reporter, Teen Titans live-action movie go at DC Studios. Get it? Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow scribe Anna Naguara?
Oh, so you're close.
Will write the screenplay. She wrote Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow movie. The DC heroes, which began as the teenage sidekicks of their more famous and iconic counterparts, are getting their own live-action feature from the James Gunn and Peter Safran-led DC Studios. The comic book movie division of Warner Brothers Discovery has tapped Anna Naguaria to pen the screenplay for the project. The hiring further in I cannot read.
Further ensconces
The actress and playwright turned scribe into the DC family, as she is already writing Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow for the label. The book has been revamped several times, talking about Teen Titans, in various configurations of characters, new and old. DC Comics currently publishes Titans, featuring the classic 1980s combo, but with characters no longer teenagers. So there's a Teen Titans and a Titans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which it makes sense, because I don't think they would want to be called Teen Titans until
No. It was
late
honestly
20s.
It was a really weird thing when DC, like, I remember them starting to do it, and it probably happened way before I was reading it. But like during the Blackest Night run, they had Titans and they had Teen Titans, and I was like, what the hell's the difference?
Yeah.
And it's because the Titans were just the Teen Titans that had grown up and were no longer teens. And I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Thanks, guys. Yeah. Eric says that he plays our box office game every week, and he wins all the time.
Hey, good job, Eric. Like to see those receipts sometime. I'm joking. I believe you.
And Eric, Google may have told me wrong about the Blood and Honey movie.
Blood and Honey.
It just said UK for the 26th, and he said and Young Justice.
Yes, and Young Justice. Which Young Justice, there was a book recently about Young Justice. Well, I say recently. I think it's been like 5 years ago at this point. Speaking
of DC, we've been watching.
We've been watching the Tomorrowverse. So we're all the way caught up. We only have Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 1 to watch. Man, it's great.
Yeah, it is.
It's really good. Supergirl.
Yes.
Well, the Legion of Superheroes, I think is the actual name of it. That was really good. I really liked that.
Warworld was wild.
Warworld was not my favorite. Like it was
weird.
Fun. I liked some of it. But like I really liked Superman's story.
Yeah.
But then the rest of it I didn't really care for.
I think let's see. I like Legion of Superheroes and The Long Halloween.
Yeah, Long Halloween was really good for sure.
Yeah.
I like to be wearing my power. I mean, but I'm a big Green Lantern guy.
I liked it too.
Yeah. And of course
John Stewart was the only Green Lantern I knew of.
Yeah.
Growing up too. So
Hal Jordan.
I know.
He's I think Hal's probably my favorite. Although I do like when Kyle was the White Lantern. They did like a Power Rangers thing where they had like a bunch of different lanterns all working together.
Yeah.
And so like they were all different colors. It was basically Power Rangers, and it was
pretty
best.
rad.
It was really rad. I'm not gonna lie. It was rad as shit. I think they were called the New Guardians. I think it was what it was called. Guardians
of the Galaxy.
Yeah. Oh, what? That's what it was.
That's basically what they are.
I think Dax Star, the cat, was there. Anyway, none of this matters.
Cat.
Because we're talking about.
It's not a cat.
Titans, aka Teen Titans. Maggie,
okay.
What do you think about Teen Titans getting a live action movie?
About dang time. That's what I say.
Oh, it's on me.
Oh, yeah. About dang time.
It's about damn time.
Are we fan? Oh, well, I just saw this pop up in chat. He says, Eric says, Matt Maggie, who are we fan casting in this Teen Titans movie?
I'm glad you asked.
Thank you, Eric.
So if we're going Teen Titans, does that mean we have to go younger? Like, I'm assuming that means they're going to be teens, not Titans.
Yeah.
So, I mean, let's say early 20s at the latest.
Yeah. Because I feel like
Timothy Chalamet is Nightwing.
I was about to say, Nightwing, I believe, has always kind of played as the older one.
Well, in Teen Titans, originally he was Robin.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
So, I mean, like, that's the thing, is they were all teens until they weren't, you know? Like the Teen Titans cartoon is basically what they were originally.
Yeah, I know.
And then they grew up to be like the Titans show on the defunct DC Universe, I think was the name of the streaming service. I don't even remember anymore.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you remember that? Oh, that was a waste of time.
Man, that was a horrible. God. Remember the dome?
The fandom?
Yeah.
Maggie. Obviously, I remember the fandom.
Chicken nugget?
The Nug Dome? Hey, okay, so we got Timothy Chalamet as Nightwing.
Okay.
I think that's a pretty easy one.
Eric has a good one. Jenna Ortega as Raven.
Oh, yeah.
that.
That's really good,
that.
Eric. That's perfect. Honestly,
Yeah.
that may be like the most perfect casting of this whole thing, honestly.
I'm trying to think.
Well, we also get probably Wally West.
Yeah.
Probably. I mean, they could do a lot of different things. They could do Bart if they wanted to.
Bart.
Yeah, they could do. So I don't know if it's gonna be Kid Flash, if it's gonna be, no, I can't think of the Impulse. I don't know. It just depends on what they're wanting to do with the Flash. Like, is it gonna be another Barry Allen, or are they gonna try and do Wally West just to kind of really be different from the previous DCEU? Just
I'm gonna have to look up people.
Let's see here. I'm gonna say, let's see. How about for the Flash? Depending on which one it is, Tom Holland.
Yeah.
He won't.
No, he won't.
I'm full of shit, obviously. Can we get Laserbeam as Beast Boy?
Oh my god. No, Matt. No.
I'm a smoko.
Let's see. I'm trying to look at. No.
What about what?
Bella Ramsey from The Last of Us.
Oh.
I don't know.
She could be. I mean, she would make a good Raven also.
Yeah.
You could do. Okay, we could put her as Raven and put Jenna Ortega as Donna Troy.
Oh, she would be a good Donna Troy. I think so.
She could do either one, honestly. What? You're confusing me with how you're.
I'm looking at pictures. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I'm trying to place where these people are. Who these people are. Let's see. Any of the kids from Stranger Things?
Ooh, Dusty would make a good Beast Boy.
Yeah, he would.
Yeah, just paint him green. You know, specifically like the fun Beast Boy, not like the one from Young Justice, which I love. But I mean, it's
Eric
just a
said
more serious
Eli for the Flash. Eli
Manning.
Moskowitz.
Who's that?
I'm gonna look it up.
Do you think they're gonna? Okay, let me ask you this: Teen Titans. While you're looking it up, Teen Titans. Do we think they're gonna fold in some of their other younger heroes and use this as almost like a Young Justice League type situation, or do we think they're gonna stick with just the original people?
Cobra Kai. It's
the
Hawk.
Hawk.
Yeah, Hawk.
Yeah, from the Beans kid from Parks and Rec. It's just Beans. I mean, he could be a good Beast Boy. Mm-hmm. I'm curious if we're gonna get
he said Eric said for the Flash.
Oh yeah, no, he would make a good Flash. He would do a good Flash. I was gonna say, do you think we'll get like Blue Beetle or Supergirl in this movie as well? Like, do we think this is gonna be like a catch-all for all the teen superheroes, or is this gonna be a specific group like Guardians of the Galaxy or something? Like, which do you think?
I would really much wish that we could get Blue Beetle.
Yeah, I mean that'd be great. I mean, why not? He'd fit perfectly.
Yes, he would.
You know. Do we bring back any of the Shazam kids?
No.
No, just no.
No, they're dead.
So Timothy Chalamet. What about that other kid? That other kid from Dune. It was Elvis.
Oh, I think he's too old, isn't he?
I don't know.
Or Austin Butler.
Yeah, he could do something.
Let me see how old he is.
Let him be Slade.
He's 32 years old, Matt.
Well, Timothy Chalamet, I'm sure, is like 49 or some shit.
No,
okay, like he's got to be really old. Ooh, let's get Maya Hawke in this.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. Like, let's just get the entire cast of Stranger Things.
The entire cast of Stranger Things.
Who would Steve play? No. Red Hood.
Yeah,
Yeah. Jason Todd.
I gotta get a kid.
Do you think we'll get a Connor Kent Superboy in this? Because that would be interesting. I would be down for that. Obviously, I'd be down for that. I fucking love Connor Kent. You know, maybe get some Crypto or Wolf. Maybe Aqualad shows up. That would be interesting. See, now I'm just going through characters from Young Justice at this point. You know.
Here we go.
Hey, there's old Henry.
Let's get fixed up here, buddy.
Honestly,
There you go.
I'm very excited for this.
I am too.
Like, I don't really care what they do. Like, I mean, like the Titans show was fine. Like it was cool just to get like these heroes in live action.
Yeah.
But like getting a well-made movie about them. Like once upon a time, I wanted like what 10 years ago, I guess, Zac Efron
Yeah.
to be
Nightwing.
Yeah, to be Nightwing, and can't think of her name now. She just won an Oscar.
Oh, Emma Stone.
Yeah, Emma Stone as Babs. I was wanting that so bad, Batgirl.
Mm-hmm.
But like they're both way too old at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be down. Here's the thing: I'd be down for Zac Efron to be Batman. I'd be down for Zac Efron to be the Dick Grayson Batman when Bruce Wayne was dead.
Yeah.
And Dick Grayson was Batman for a minute. Like that shit would be amazing.
Yes, it would.
I would love the shit out of that. Oh my god.
Ooh, Anna Taylor-Joy for Starfire, or that Martian girl. Ooh, she would be a good Martian girl.
Miss Martian.
Yeah.
Hello, Megan.
Hello,
I don't know.
Megan.
I feel like she'd do a good Starfire.
She could.
Yeah.
I was thinking like Sydney Sweeney.
You think? See, I was gonna throw out like Zendaya and stuff, but then it's like, well, but Marvel.
Yeah.
I know Sydney Sweeney, like she's not beholden to
No.
her Madam Web character, obviously. But I just don't know if she'd really want to do that again.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, maybe.
Maybe.
I'm trying to think if there's anybody that James Gunn works with a lot, like younger people.
I don't know.
Who do you think
Bradley
Sean
Cooper.
Gunn is gonna play? He's already in it. He's been cast as Maxwell Lord in the Superman movie. So
I know.
yeah, God, what time to be alive? This Titans, we know nothing about it. We know nothing except that it's happening, and that makes me happy. But that's really all I have to say about it.
I'm excited. I remember whenever the Teen Titans cartoon came on Cartoon Network, and I got sucked into it. I was like, I didn't know that Robin got to be a part of a group and everything. And then it just seemed like DC just decided, hey, we're gonna do all these animated shows, so you get Static Shock and stuff. And
I wish Static Shock would show up. That'd be amazing.
That would be amazing.
What about any of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle kids? Like,
I don't know.
I don't know what like they look like or anything, but I feel like they could be like, I know they're young.
Yeah.
So I feel like they could probably.
I think so.
Or what about? Do we think Cyborg is going to be on this iteration of Teen Titans? Because he usually is.
I can't imagine not having Cyborg, and I kind of want the fun Cyborg.
Yeah.
I want fun.
What does he say? Booyah or
Booyah?
Yeah.
I want that one, the one that's best buds with Beast Boy.
Yes. Yeah.
That's what I want.
I agree. I don't really have a lot to add to this because I don't know a lot of young actors.
I don't either.
You know, it's hard.
We're
like I'm
old.
trying to run through like people from like The Bear. It's like, nah, they're too old.
They're all
or like
old.
Succession. It's like, nah, they're all too old. Like there's only really one person in The Last of Us that could work. You know, currently. I mean, you know, there might be somebody in the future, but it's good times. Oh, is Lucy back?
Lucy's back.
Look, we got Lucy and a baby. Look at that. Hey, buddy. Do you need help, mate? You got this? Or
I got it.
Okay. If you need me to jump in, let me know.
Eric said little baby Henry could be Jack Jack.
Oh, God.
Please don't. No, we don't want to need a baby that teleports and changes his appearance. And
I mean, he does act like that little demon sometimes. I'm joking. He's way too little to do that.
Oh yeah, he does say boy, boy. I can't.
Booyakashu or something like that.
Boyakasha.
Yeah. Who do you think they're going to get to play Rick and Morty? I'm joking. I was just thinking.
Get out of here.
I'm done. All right, moving on. Moving on. Nope.
Resort Field.
There we go. All right. Next story is headlines. It's made up of multiple stories, everybody. So, kicking us off this week, we have our new releases. So, starting tomorrow for video on demand, so you can get this digitally, is Bob Marley One Love on Disney Plus. This week we get X-Men 97 drops tomorrow. Well, actually Wednesday. It's possible it could drop at like 6 p.m. tomorrow night. We'll see. You know, kind of like how they did Loki and stuff. So.
Taylor Swift's concert.
Yeah. So we'll see. It could drop tomorrow night, but it's scheduled for Wednesday. On Netflix, the film Shirley is going to be dropping on Friday. It is Academy Award winner Regina King stars as the groundbreaking Congresswoman Shirley Chisholm in the biopic Shirley, directed by Academy Award winner John Ridley, who directed 12 Years a Slave. The film focuses on
Chisholm's
1972 presidential run, which made her the first black candidate to run for a major party and the first woman to run for the Democratic Party's nomination.
Ooh,
so
nice.
This drops on Netflix on Friday. On Prime, on Thursday, we get Roadhouse. Which
I've not heard good things about it.
So. Really? I've heard people say it was fun.
It was fun?
Yeah, I've heard people say it's fun.
There's some people that just like mutilate it because they're critics.
Well, I've heard people say it's fun, but it takes it in a different direction than the original. I've never seen the original. So.
Well, as it should.
Yeah,
I'm pretty certain the first one dealt with drugs.
Yeah. I mean, if it's a shot-for-shot remake, like, what's the point, you know?
Yeah.
So, anyway, that drops Thursday, March 21st. On Hulu, we get Anatomy of a Fall, which drops on Friday. On Friday, March 22nd. So that was just, like, nominated for an Oscar and everything. So it's dropping on Hulu. So it's going to be pretty cool.
Eric said, hey, since we're talking about Titans, check out the email I sent you. I've sent you. I met a couple of people.
Oh, yeah. I did read your email right before we went live. Probably about like 7:30 or so. And it's funny that you bring up your email because we had a request from Eric, everybody, to include the physical releases. So we are also covering what's going to be dropping physically this week. So all these come out tomorrow. There's actually quite a bit. You can get a full rundown on where I found it was Blu-ray.com. So, but we got The Ring 4K collection. Changing Lanes hits 4K. Did you ever watch Changing Lanes with Ben Affleck and Samuel L. Jackson?
No.
It's actually really good. I actually really like that movie.
Yeah.
It's different. Dark Water hits 4K. The original.
Smoke on the wall.
Did you ever watch either version of Dark Water?
No.
It's not okay. I never watched the original, but I saw the American remake. This is around the time of like The Grudge and The Ring and Pulse and like all those movies that they were converting to American horror movies. And the American version, I can't speak to the original. I've heard the original is much better.
Okay.
But the American version sucked. It was really boring. There was like a lady in like a apartment or a hotel or something, and she looked up at the ceiling and there was a dark spot of water, and then like she just looked at it and she got freaked out. And that's basically the movie.
Oh, okay.
So it was not good.
Okay.
It was not good. Lynch Oz hits Blu-ray. This is a documentary about the Wizard of Oz's influence on David Lynch's filmography.
Okay.
And the through line of how it affects all of his things that he made.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sounds pretty cool. Suits, the complete series, hits Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Doctor Who, The Daleks in color on Blu-ray from 1963. This is apparently 7 25-minute episodes that have been colorized and then cut down to 75 minutes and turned into an epic blockbuster movie, apparently.
Oh, okay.
Apparently. How you cut 7 25-minute episodes into 75 minutes? I don't know. Sounds... God, that's awful. But oddly makes sense for the Daleks. Oddly enough. And we also have Blazing Saddles hitting Blu-ray. I have not ever watched Blazing Saddles.
I'm so tired. That's the only thing that stands out in my mind for Blazing Saddles.
I just remember my dad saying he really liked it.
The main lady singing, because she's in a saloon and she's like the main singer.
Yeah.
She's just like dressed up in lingerie and stuff. And she's just laying on a couch. She's like, I'm so tired.
God.
And it's the same lady from Clue that was Miss White. She's like,
flames,
flames.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's her.
My dad, he always liked Blazing Saddles, Monty Python and the Holy Grail, and Young Frankenstein. That was like the three comedies.
Which is a Mel Brooks.
Yeah. He always tried to like, he just always talked about how much he liked those. And I never got to watch Blazing Saddles. I watched the others, but Blazing Saddles always.
My dad liked Blazing Saddles.
Really?
Yeah.
My uncle couldn't understand what they were saying in, I believe, Monty Python. Yeah. Like, and he was like, can you turn on the subtitles or something? Because I can't understand this. Like, he just couldn't understand what they were saying. So, yeah.
Eric said, oh, no way. Blazing Saddles on Blu-ray. I'm on it. See, good news. I didn't know. Thanks. Hopefully awesome. You guys are awesome.
Yeah. Hey, and that was really rad about everybody that you met. I was actually very, very, very jealous. And also, that steelbook for Rise of the Beast. Oh my God, I love that. I love it so much. Oh my God.
And you got to meet Tara Strong, which is like the voice of
so many amazing
beloved characters. She's Timmy Turner from Fairly Odd Parents. She's
Tommy Pickles.
Tommy Pickles and
Miss Minutes.
Miss Minutes. I'm trying to think.
Harley Quinn.
Trying to think from Teen Titans who she is.
Raven.
Is it Star? Or it's Raven. Yeah.
Raven.
Yeah.
Yeah. From Teen Titans and Teen Titans Go. Yeah. And Teen Titans Go to the movies. And Teen Titans Watch Space Jam.
Teen Titans versus Teen Titans.
Yeah. And Teen Titans multiverse or some shit. I don't know. But yeah, no, she's great. She's awesome.
Yeah.
New trailers we got. So we actually have one that has not come out yet, but it drops tomorrow. Yeah. The first trailer for Star Wars, The Acolyte, comes out tomorrow. And we also have a little synopsis. So Star Wars, The Acolyte follows an investigation into a crime spree that pits a respected Jedi Master, Lee Hung Wah. Am I pronouncing that right?
I'm not sure.
Well, he is the main actor from Squid Games.
Really?
Yeah, he's gonna be a Jedi Master in this.
Oh, I know, right? Man, sign me up.
Pits him against a dangerous warrior from his past. As clues emerge, they travel down a dark path where sinister forces reveal all is not what it seems. This is The Acolyte. Yeah. I think the poster says something like, "In a time of light, darkness rises," or something. I don't fucking remember what it said, but yeah, it's gonna be cool, probably.
Yeah.
Probably. Who knows?
Oh, yeah, that is right. She is Bubbles from Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah.
And from Ben 10. And yes, Raven.
There we go. Zack Snyder's Rebel Moon Part 2, The Scar Giver, released a new trailer today. The first trailer for Chris Pine's directorial debut, Pullman, has been released. It hits theaters on May the 10th.
Written and directed by him.
What do you think about that, Maggie?
I'm kind of curious about it.
It looks
ridiculous.
It does. Like I'm down to try.
It looks like the Big Lebowski.
A little bit, yeah. It looks fun enough. Like, I mean, I'm down to give it a watch.
I just want to know what idea, like, how did this idea come into his mind?
Money. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Outside of that, Matthew.
No, it seems cool. I like the way the trailer is, like, he's talking to the audience about them watching the trailer.
You're about to watch it. Thank you for watching my trailer.
Yeah. Like, it's pretty great. The first trailer for the Crow remake has been released. It hits theaters on June 7th.
That thing looks wild.
Yeah, I've actually never seen the original The Crow, and I know that's a big no-no in geek circles, and I'm sorry for not having seen it, but I haven't seen it.
I'm pretty certain I saw it as a kid.
Yeah.
Because it seemed like that was one of those movies that my dad probably wanted to watch, and we had to rent it.
Are you sure you're not just thinking of Sting?
No.
Okay.
No.
I'm thinking of Sting from WCW.
I know. And he wrestled his last match a few weeks back.
Yeah. He did.
He did.
But
then
yeah.
he'll come out of retirement.
The Crow, I don't know. It looks, I'll be honest, I'm not that interested in watching it. It kind of, a lot of it reminds me, and I know that this one probably ripped off The Crow, or it just sucked. But Max Payne, the movie with Mark Wahlberg, like,
wow,
yeah, like this trailer reminds me of that, and that's not a good thing, you know. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure it'll be better than that. Because here's the thing, Max Payne was just like a normal like cop game.
Yeah.
But then in the trailer for Max Payne, because I never watched the movie, but in the trailer for Max Payne, there's like a flying like crow demon thing, and it's like, what the fuck is this? Like, I don't understand. Like, it'd be like if they made a movie about like Kirby and like Jesus was there, right? It's like I don't understand why. Okay, if Kirby, what
about Kirby and Jesus?
What power do you think he'd get? All right. Moving on. Maya Hawke stars in the first trailer for Wildcat, which is directed by Ethan Hawke.
Her dad.
In theaters on May 3rd. It looked pretty good.
Yeah, it did.
You seem to like it a bit more than me.
Yeah. This seemed really interesting. It's about a lady that's an author of many short stories. I've never heard of her.
Yeah.
But just seeing Maya Hawke in a different role is kind of nice.
Yeah, it's interesting. Let's see here. And the trailer for the first Omen has been released. It hits theaters on April 5th. We watched this trailer, which we kind of alluded to earlier. I mean, it looks fun. It's okay. I'm not a big Omen guy. Like, I watched some of the first, well, not the first Omen, but like the original, the Omen, and like, I liked it, but I was kind of a little, I'll be honest, a little bit bored. And then I watched the remake from like 2006, and like that was fun.
I don't think I've watched any of them.
It's fun. It's your typical, this kid is the Antichrist.
It sounds like
Rosemary's Baby.
No, Sam Neill was in it back in the day. Was it Damien or something like that?
Wait, Damien is. That's the Omen. Damien's the name of the boy.
But I thought there was a movie that was called that or something.
Called Damien?
I think.
With Sam Neill?
I don't know.
Like.
This is like young.
From Jurassic Park?
This is pre-Jurassic Park.
Alright, let's see. Sam Neill.
Omen.
Damien. Sam Neill, Damien. Omen 3, The Final Conflict.
Oh, okay. All right.
From 1981. Yep. So it's the third movie in the Omen trilogy or whatever the hell it is. Yeah.
Ooh, bring him back for the
bring him back.
Bring him back.
So like, I don't know if that means that this is like a prequel to the original.
Yeah.
Or if it's like setting up a new thing.
No telling.
You know.
Eric says you have homework to do for The Crow. I guess watch it. And he said that Sting was at GalaxyCon.
Oh, man. All right, moving on.
I would have loved to have met him.
Sting's cool. You know what else is cool, Maggie?
The Rock?
New Rotten Tomato scores. No, The Rock's a bad guy right now, Maggie. Jeez.
It's the heel.
New Rotten Tomato scores. Immaculate debuted with a 67%. I think I already talked about this.
Yeah.
Love Lies Bleeding. I also talked about that, I think. It debuted with 92%. And The American Society debuted with 30%. 57% audience score. The Fall Guy is at 91%. And Monkey Man is at 91%.
I really excited for Monkey Man, to be honest.
Are you?
Yeah.
I'm starting to cool down on it a little. I don't know.
Still, every time we see that trailer in theaters, I'm just like, yeah, I'm going to hit something, you know?
I think I've just seen the same trailer so many times, and like I think I'm just ready for it to be out. Like,
I can understand that.
You know, like it's not
but
that
I'm
it's
still,
making me bored. I'm just, it's
I'm
like, yeah,
like,
I just want to see it now.
I want to beat somebody up.
I mean, don't beat me up.
Punch a hole in something.
That's scary. New dates: Strange Way of Life, starring Pedro Pascal and Ethan Hawke as lovers, releases on Netflix on April 12th. We already own this. It's like $2.99 if you buy it digitally. But it hits Netflix on April 12th.
What?
The Cat in the Hat animated movie will release on March 6, 2026 in theaters, starring Bill Hader as the Cat in the Hat alongside Bowen Yang.
Oh my God. This is amazing. Does that mean it's going to be like animated like the Lorax and all that?
The Grinch?
Yeah.
I'd say. Like, I
if
mean,
Illumination
it's
still has their hands in it, I guess.
It's definitely like animated for sure.
So excited! It's the Cat in the Hat.
I mean,
please do him
honestly,
justice. Don't make him look creepy.
I feel like these movies, like, they should always be CG. Like, live action versions of Dr. Seuss is just a bad idea. You know, it'd be like trying to make a live action Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, it's just a fucking rat. You know.
Yeah. Well, mouse.
All right, Maggie.
But Bill Hader is the Cat in the Hat. That's good because you want to attach an iconic voice to him.
Yeah.
Because PBS had the Cat in the Hat, knows a lot about that as a show, and Martin Short was the voice of the Cat in the Hat for it.
Who was the voice of the Cat in the Hat in the Wobulous World of Dr. Seuss?
I have no idea.
Do you even know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I know what you're talking about, but I don't know who was the voice.
Wubba-lubba-dub-dub.
You're funny.
All 8 live-action Spider-Man movies will re-release in theaters starting on Monday, April 15th. They release every Monday. Spider Mondays.
Spider Mondays, baby.
And apparently they're for one day. That's just for the Monday.
That's stupid.
It's very stupid. And I don't
it
know.
On a Friday at
they
least.
might change their mind. They might change their mind. I don't know.
Sony freaking idiots. You can't do anything right.
I mean, like, if you're going to go to all that trouble, like, at least maximize the amount of money you can get, you know?
Does that mean they're re-releasing Madam Web?
No. Just with Spider-Man in the title. And only live action, so no Spider-Verse.
Okay.
Which is kind of a shame.
Yes.
They should have, you know.
Yeah.
The new Doctor Who series premieres on May 10th on Disney+. A USS Callister sequel episode will happen in Black Mirror Season 7, releasing in 2025 on Netflix. Do you remember which episode that was?
Was that the one with oh crap,
Jesse Plemons?
Yeah, and
the mother,
Josh Hartnett.
No, no. This is the one that's Star Trek.
No. I remember now.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It hit me which one that one was.
It's okay. But yeah, they're doing a sequel.
Oh, wow.
I know. I'm excited because that was a great episode. I really love it. I love at the end when they go into like the J.J. Abrams universe.
Yes.
It's so good. God, what a great show. Venom 3 has been retitled to Venom: The Last Dance. In theaters on October 25th.
They're pulling a Joker too. It's all going to be dance montages.
Dude, okay, Eric Voss has a whole thing about this and about it being tied to the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 3 thing.
Oh my god. Please just let them dance. Let them dance.
Let it die.
Let it die.
Let it die.
Let it die.
Like, God, do we need I mean, no, we don't. We don't. The answer to whatever question I was about to ask is no, we don't need anything. I just want it to be done. And apparently it's the last one. So, like, just
can it. Can it already.
And, like, at this point, it doesn't even have to tie to anything. You know, if this is the last one.
This year?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Comes out in October. Yeah. It's not even done filming, or just finished filming. Yeah.
God, that means a trailer's coming soon.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
And we get Kraven, Maggie.
I know. Hey.
We get Kraven the Hunter this year.
I know the first word of the trailer.
Eddie. Do you think Cleve?
Eddie, let's go eat some lobsters.
Do you think Cleavage Cassidy will be back?
Oh my God, no. I hope not.
That's
Is
stupid.
Venom gonna bring it on? That's what Eric asked.
Oh my God. I mean, all we can hope for is that they just lean heavily into the comedy.
And popular to boot.
Can Julia Stiles be in this?
Just
Yeah. And it'd be Venom 3 Save the Last Dance.
No,
Get it? You get it?
I get it. But I want Hayden God, what's it?
Penitentiary.
Yeah.
To Crunk.
To Crump.
Crump?
It's Crump.
Yeah.
It's Crump.
Crump.
Oh, Eric.
God, I hate everything. that's
I
happening
know.
right now.
Eric said Ernie Hudson is in The Crow. The bad guy in it is beyond amazing. Brandon Lee was born to play Eric Draven the Crow. And if you make it to The Crow 2, the Yellow Ranger is in it.
Trini?
Oh, yeah.
What?
Wow.
Isn't that the one though where he passed away and they filmed they filled in the rest of it with stand-ins and other footage and stuff?
I'm not sure about that.
I feel like something.
That was so sad.
Yeah.
So sad. And didn't Bill Hader already play the Cat in the Hat when he was in this? No. I feel like he did.
Maybe. I don't remember.
I'm gonna look up. See.
Oh wow. That's my Bill Hader as
He's
Alan
gonna
Alda
be-
impression.
No.
Wow, this is wild.
I can't do his voice at all.
Harold and the Purple Crayon hits theaters on August 2nd.
Oh, that's a popular children's book.
Starring what's his name?
Yeah, he was-
Zachary Levi.
Oh.
That's Harold?
Oh, is it animated?
No. Maybe he's not Harold.
Eric-
I don't know.
Eric, just to let you know, yes, Bill Hader played a Cat in the Hat in the skit.
Like in
SNL.
full costume?
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
And there, it looks like Thing 1 and Thing 2 is there also. The things with the
God.
blue hair. So
Is
that'd
Bobby
be-
Moynihan one of them?
I do not know.
Because that would be perfect.
I'm looking up the cast of this because you're freaking me out.
Harold and the Purple Crayon?
Yeah. Whoops. I accidentally went to Harold and Cooper.
While you're looking at that, the first trailer for Atlas, starring Jennifer Lopez, Simu Liu, and Sterling K. Brown, released, and it will release on Netflix on May 24th. This is in the wrong spot. It should have been with the trailers.
Whoops. Whoops.
What'd you find out about Harold and Kumar? Go to Purple Cow.
Oh, no. No, don't let them come here. Okay, I gotta get it closer to my face. All right. Nope, you are right. Zachary Levi is Harold.
Really? That's
Yes.
so weird.
Zoe
Zooey?
Zoe.
Zooey.
Hey, that bro's in it. Ravi
What's he from?
Patel. He's been in a lot of like Bollywood movies and stuff.
Oh! I don't know why I said it like that. The Batman 2 has been delayed to October 2nd, 2026. Blame the writers' strike. Not the writers, but the people who wouldn't give the writers the money that they deserved.
Well, that's true.
Because it's their fault. All right, Maggie, I've got a very, very, very important story for you. All right?
Okay. Do I need to close
This-
my eyes?
No, just don't read. Just don't read it.
Okay. I'm going to
Alright.
look down. I'll read what Eric said about the crow.
No, I need you to hear what I'm saying,
But-
though.
But
You
for to
can't
bring it up
read
on the
and hear.
prompter.
You can't read and hear at the same time. All right, ready? Via discussing film, Bambi, Tinkerbell, Pinocchio, Peter Pan, Tigger,
Saw that
Piglet, the Mad Hatter, and Sleeping Beauty will all unite in a horror team-up movie, Pooniverse, Monsters Assemble, in theaters next year. Next year. Okay, next year. Maggie. All of these will team up next year, all right? We've only had 2 movies. So guess what else is coming out between now and then, all right?
The
The timeline for the Twisted Childhood universe has been revealed. It goes Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2, Bambi the Reckoning, Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare, Pinocchio Unstrung,
Ew.
and Pooniverse Monsters Assemble.
So wait, will Bambi be like a rabid deer
The Reckoning.
next year? Eric said.
Next year. I can't okay. Anybody that knows me knows, typically, I'm a sucker for a timeline and a cinematic universe. All right?
Please, God, don't let it be
Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift made me get back into Fast and Furious movies. When Fast and Furious 4 came out and it took place before Tokyo Drift,
Oh, God.
I was like, what? There's a timeline? And dude,
He
I was
never
like,
looked
I'm
back
back.
since
I'm back, baby. Zachary Ty Bryan can fuck off. I'm back, baby. And that being said, I will not be watching any of these. I refuse. I refuse. These
I refuse because our this baby's like future broom or whatever is going to be
Winnie the
poo.
Pooh.
I can't do it.
Well, no, I mean, it's obviously. I have to imagine it's satirical,
Yeah.
right? Like it's supposed to be stupid,
Yeah.
right? Like, I mean, I'm sure it's also trying to be scary, I guess.
Yes.
But like the idea of it is ridiculous, right?
The fact that they're making this many,
I mean, it proves
Within
the
a
quality
year's
that they're going to be.
Eric, I'm worried for your eyes and your brain.
Bambi the Reckoning,
I want to know.
Pinocchio Unstrung. I mean,
That
these
sounds
titles,
nasty.
These titles are pretty great. Like, I won't lie. I
I'm
do
really
enjoy
curious
these
about
titles.
Bambi. Like, what point of view is this from? You know, somebody hit Bambi.
Probably.
Demon takes over Bambi's dead
Here
body.
you go. Here you go. Ready? Here's the tagline. The hunter is now the hunted.
Bambi, the reckoning.
You killed my mother, you son of a bitch. He could call me Flower if he wants to.
Or her, Thumper, let it thump.
I wish I were big. The logo also you really need to look up. Not right now, but
I won't.
but Pooniverse, it looks like the Avengers logo.
Oh, well, I figured for it to be called
It's stupid.
Pooniverse Monsters Assemble. Listen, one of my last days before I had Henry, somebody came into my room and gave me a gift, and I think Pooh Bear was on the bag or something. I can't remember. One of my students said, "Oh, I know who that is." I said, "Yeah, it's Winnie the Pooh." I said, silly Willie old bear, And he's like, "I know what else he's known as." I said, "Don't you dare say another word about that." I said, "And anyways, you shouldn't even know about that."
I hate it.
The fact that I had to threaten like a 5-6-year-old to not talk about it anymore in front of the rest of the kids.
Here's my question. If you're going to churn out 75 of these in the next 4 months, where's Steamboat Willie? You know?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's right
Steamboat?
there.
You got it.
You can have it now. Like, if you're going to do this, just, like, why not?
I think some people's afraid to use it.
No.
I know John Oliver's not, but like...
No, I mean, there's that game already, or it's like a horror game. Like, they could totally do it. They could do it.
Look, Peter Cullen, Optimus Prime is Eeyore, and I just met him, so hope he's not in that movie, LOL. And salute, Matt, which means bless you. Oh. I'm a fast reader, Eric. I'm sorry. He retracted the message.
Which one?
The one that I just read off.
Oh.
Sorry, bro. Look, Peter.
I'm back.
Okay. Okay, I'm giving Eric time. He's apparently having problems.
Via disgusting film, Mr. Beast will create the biggest reality contest series ever for Prime Video. The series will feature 1,000 contestants competing for a $5 million cash prize.
I will say, I think he's perfected the reality show thing.
Yeah, I mean, of all the reality show stuff that I don't watch, I do enjoy watching Mr. Beast's videos.
Yeah,
like
I
we watched
mean,
that one this
with
morning.
with the train.
Yeah,
We just sat there. We're like, is this guy ever going to get this money or
Yeah.
this car? Because he's been trying for like what, a year now.
yeah, yeah. Well, he started in the Squid Games one,
yeah,
which was like I think 2
2
years,
years ago. Yeah, he's been going at it for a while.
Jeez,
I'm just wondering if he's working for Jimmy now.
I could see that. But I mean, honestly, like, say what you will about Mr. Beast, like at the very least, he makes an entertaining video.
Yeah,
You know,
he puts everything that he makes profit wise back into another video.
I think he gets away with saying his chocolate is the best chocolate in the world. Like, I mean, that's a bold claim, but I don't know if like, isn't that like false advertising? Like,
I don't know.
without like being able to back it up.
I don't know.
I don't either.
All we know is that we have tried it.
And it is better
It is better.
because it now
They
has
actually
milk.
included dairy in it this
It's
time.
no
around.
longer vegan.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking
No,
bad
we're
about
not knocking.
vegans,
We're not knocking.
but
y'all.
like it does taste a lot better now.
Oh, Eric said he meant that he hopes Eeyore is not in blood and honey, not Peter Cullen.
Oh, gotcha. Gotcha.
And he
I
still
just-
says salute, Matt.
I just don't know. I don't know. Eric, like, okay, if you can only make me watch one, would it be The Crow or Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey? All right, you get to force one on me, and I still get the chance to say neither. Just throw that out there.
He'll still say no.
Via SiriusXM, Michael Keaton says he watched Beetlejuice 2, aka Beetlejuice, and can confidently say it's great. It's really beautiful and interestingly emotional here and there. I wasn't ready for that. It's great.
Oh.
How's it make you feel, Maggie?
It makes me feel
Juicy.
emotional.
Aw. Via discussing film, Christopher Nolan calls Godzilla -1 a tremendous film. Even though the main story is Godzilla, there was also wonderful depth to the characters and a wonderful sense of history.
Which you did the other side of that history.
And actually, Oppenheimer's opening in Japan like later this month.
Really?
Yeah. It's crazy.
That is crazy.
The poster for it's really rad.
Oh boy.
I think it's really cool. Via Cartoon Brew,
What the?
DreamWorks is going to make significant cuts to their staff over the next few months.
Aw.
Many departments are being cut in half, and the creative staff on movies could be reduced by as much as, if not more than, 40 to 50%. So there's actually a reason for this.
Oh boy.
So according to Matt Acuna,
Yeah, I think so.
who worked on Bob's Burgers and is now a writer's apprentice on Disney Junior's Ariel. I had to
Oh.
look into who it was. He was retweeted by Discussing Film.
Oh, okay.
But he added this
Sorry, Luke.
framework for what's going on. So DreamWorks is outsourcing their animation in anticipation of the upcoming negotiations with TAG, the Animation Guild, this summer.
Mm.
If a strike happens, they can continue almost unaffected.
Oh, okay.
So they're trying to
They're
get around paying the Animation Guild, people that are in the Animation Guild. Now, when is going around a strike not worked for studios?
Red flag.
Idiots! I swear to God. And there was another thing from DreamWorks. It's about Kung Fu Panda 4, and I didn't say it last week, and I meant to. So this isn't okay. This isn't really a spoiler.
Go on, Lou.
But if you don't want to know anything about Kung Fu Panda 4, then don't listen for the next minute. Okay.
You got it.
Sorry, Lucy's leaving. There we
Okay.
go. So if you don't want to know anything about Kung Fu Panda 4, don't listen. It's not really a spoiler. It's a cameo. It's just a cameo that's in Kung Fu Panda 4.
Yeah.
So here we go if you don't want to hear it. All right. So the Fatal Five,
Furious 5.
were not supposed to be in the movie at all.
Yeah.
And
No, we talked about it last
did
week.
I?
Yes.
And that the animators were pushing for them to be in there, but they said no.
No.
And then marketing came out and was like,
Where are they?
you have to put them in there.
Yeah.
DreamWorks is stupid.
Because I mean, all the kids know this stuff.
Yeah.
Like
Where's
if
my
the trolls,
grasshopper at?
like if Trolls didn't include Poppy or Branch,
Yeah.
like they would know.
Oh yeah.
Excuse me.
I thought that was Henry. For
No.
sure. All right. Well, anyway, moving on. All right, Maggie. Here's another one, and I want you to just look at.
You.
Yeah.
Henry.
And let's just get your. I want to get your honest reaction. Okay.
Okay.
Via discussing film, the cast of the upcoming Among Us animated series has been revealed, starring Randall Park as Red,
Oh God.
Elijah Wood as Green, Ashley Johnson as Purple,
Ooh.
and Yvette Nicole Brown as Orange.
Oh my God. That sounds.
Do you know who Ashley Johnson is?
It's the
Last of Us.
yeah.
And Growing
Growing
Pains.
Pains,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh my
Elijah
God.
Wood, though. Obviously,
Yeah.
I knew that's something that you'd be pretty.
And Randall Park, man.
Well,
this
yeah.
whole entire cast sounds great.
It's a great cast.
I'm excited.
And I like
like-
that they're just the color. Like
Yeah.
they're just red and green.
I really wanted to play Among Us wherever it was out.
It looked really fun. It did.
But like, I don't know, just having to get on there,
with random people.
random people.
Yeah.
I always loved watching people play it though.
Remember when we'd play? Didn't we play the Fortnite version?
yeah, which was straight up Among Us.
And like, there'd always be little kids in
kids
it.
that are
And it was just weird.
Yeah, and then, like they would do stupid stuff
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan. But that's Fortnite. Via Deadline, The Bear has been renewed for season 4. So season 3 and season 4 are being filmed back to back.
Heck yeah.
I think FX took one look at the cast and was like, we better lock this shit down before we lose them forever.
Oh yeah.
Because, I mean, they're all blowing up.
Jeremy
you know?
Allen White and I can't think of her name.
Adeoye? Nope,
Nope.
that's not it.
Nope.
Can't think of her name. But yeah,
April O'Neil in the last Turtles movie.
the Bottoms.
Yes.
Yep.
And Cuz.
Cousin. Yeah. All of them.
All of
They're all
them.
blowing up.
Yeah. What's the matter?
Let me mute you for a sec. All right. Via the Ann Snyder, Scarlett Johansson has been offered the lead role in Gareth Edwards' Jurassic World movie. Maggie gives a thumbs up. Yeah, I don't know. Cool. I don't know. I mean, I mean, you know, whatever. It's cool that like it's a female protagonist. Like I'll give them that. Obviously, I'm excited for this because I love Jurassic Park and I love Gareth Edwards. So the idea of Gareth Edwards doing a Jurassic Park movie is just fantastic. Scarlett Johansson, she's fine. I mean, she's hit or miss for me. Like sometimes I think she's really great, and other times like she's fine. She just feels like she phones it in a little bit sometimes, but sometimes she really commits. So I don't know. That's all I got.
Don't talk about calling Joe's woman like that.
He can take it. Via Collider, Patty Jenkins says she is back working on Star Wars Rogue Squadron. It's not canceled yet, allegedly.
Allegedly.
I mean, she said she's back. Who knows if she's actually back? I don't know.
I thought she was going to say Wonder Woman.
No, God, no. That ship is sailed and sank, honestly. Via Showbiz 411, Steven Spielberg confirms Ready Player 2 is in the works. He will only produce the film and not direct it. Maggie mouthed the words, what? Are you not excited for a Ready Player 2?
There's going to be a sequel?
Yeah, Ready Player 2. There's a book.
Well, I know they're based off of books, but like, I didn't know there's 2.
I mean, I don't know how I feel about it. Like, I enjoyed the first one when I was in the movie, but like since then I feel like I've kind of not soured on it, but I've cooled down a lot from where I was when I first watched it. Like I really loved all the cameos and all the fan service, but now it's like, well, it really was just a bunch of crap thrown at the screen, like, and plus that guy is apparently not great, because he's that guy. I can't remember his name, but he's apparently not great. So I don't know if he'll be back for the next one. Scream 7 update. So Neve Campbell will return as Sidney Prescott for Scream 7. And Kevin Williamson, who wrote Scream 1 through 4, wrote all 4 of them, will direct this film. So from where they lost the current cast of 5 and 6, They're just going back to Sidney Prescott.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't like it. I mean, like, whatever, it's fun.
They're desperate.
Yeah, like, it's honestly, I think they fucked themselves over when they fired the lead actress and lost Jenna Ortega.
Yeah, and also Neve Campbell wanted to come back.
Yeah, and they didn't want to pay her.
Yeah.
And so I guess, I mean, now she's getting that money. So, I mean, which is good. Good for her.
Good for her. But, like, this is they're showing that they're desperate.
Yeah. Somebody was saying that they need to bring back Billy and Stu, but, like, that they didn't actually die. And, like, yeah. And, like, just basically ruin everything. That's what they were saying.
Like, yeah, do it. Ruin everything.
Just ruin Scream.
Just ruin it.
Oh, my God. That would be the worst. I would hate that, though. I love Scream movies, you know?
I know.
And, like, if they just... I wouldn't like that at all. Don't ruin it, please.
I wouldn't be the one ruining it.
No, I meant, like,
you
the
looked
studio.
at me like, please don't.
No, I mean, like, the studio. Like, please, you're going back to the well, and you feel desperate. So please don't ruin Scream. Please.
Okay.
I beg you. Please don't.
Eric says, Ready Player 2, insert your quarter.
That's not all you're going to be inserting, if you know what I'm saying.
Sound like a...
Credit card.
Sound like Dracula.
Dracula?
Yeah.
That I am the sky watching angels cry over back. I will never die. Drink through the ditches and burn. In my Dracula. Dynamite, Maggie. Dynamite. All right. Speaking of dynamite, it's time for the main topic. We do that sometimes.
Hey!
Main
She's
topic.
taking your soul right now.
So, Maggie.
Yeah.
Via IndieWire, 2/3 of U.S. adults would rather wait to watch movies on streaming. A new poll by Harris X, exclusive to IndieWire, found that 34% of U.S. adults prefer to watch movies in theaters, which means a solid 2/3 would rather wait for them to be available on streaming. The competition continues between streaming services and the Hollywood engine. While we still see the evidence of the loyal moviegoers in recent box office numbers, our study shows that 2 in 3 movie watchers prefer to stream movies at home. Allie Bradley, VP at Harrison X, told IndieWire. Despite this causing some upheaval for the industry, it also means that the demand for content is only increasing. Nearly half of consumers say they stream movies weekly, more than 7 times as frequently as those who do so in theaters. Maggie, are theaters dead and streaming has taken a shit on the theater?
Oh, okay. I was just saying, where are you going with that
Are
sentence,
theaters dead? This we have to be hyperbolic.
Hyperbolic.
All right, it's like a time chamber.
Okay.
A hyperbolic time chamber. Goku. Dad. All right. So what do you think, Maggie? Streaming the wave of the future, and movie theaters are just dead as old dead things.
Good. I understand like why most people wait for streaming.
Yeah.
Because, they may have conditions, medical conditions.
Yeah.
And
money.
And also
think about it, you take 2 kids to go watch fucking Luca. Costs you $5,000, By the time you get popcorn and a drink. There we go.
You need to start getting your candy beforehand at Walmart.
That's right. $1.25 gets you some Reese's Pieces.
Yeah.
In a box. Get you that refillable bucket of popcorn. You know the one.
And also, I don't think the theaters are dying. I mean, the profits might be shown that like nationwide or whatever,
yeah,
but
yeah.
like We go every weekend. I'm not saying we're the ones holding it up or anything.
I mean, I think we are. I think we are the heroes.
We are the
and
heroes, the
we
unsung
need to be
heroes.
supported
Okay.
because we're heroes.
Hey,
hit next on the thing. That's right, everybody. We want to know your thoughts. So feel free to call in. Theater versus streaming. Call us at 1-423-403-4162 and let us know. Is streaming winning and theaters are dead? What do you think? Do you like the image I put in this?
Her hair looks weird.
Listen, Maggie, there's only a limited amount of time to make this, okay? I did the copy and sticker thing from the
all
iPhone.
I can say is that I understand why some people wait for streaming. That's cheaper. You have medical conditions. You don't like being in crowds.
Yeah.
Totally get it. Not worth it.
Plus, like, a lot of these movies, there's been a lot of shit.
Yeah.
And, like, you know, not saying, like, all the movies have been shit, but, like, we went and watched Aquaman. And, like, if that had been available to watch on Max, like, I wouldn't have gone to the theater and watched it, you know?
Yeah, it took her 3.5 years.
I mean, like, there's a lot of, especially, like, back when the Big C was going on, like, when it was running rampant. Like, and Max was doing that day and date release. Like, there was a lot of movies we chose to not watch in theaters. And because it was here. So, like, why would we?
Yeah, and we had,
like Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Dune Part 1. Watched that at home.
Yeah.
And it was great. You know? Like, I do enjoy streaming things at home. That being said, though, I do feel like it kind of lessens the value of the movie.
I agree.
Like, it's weird. It's this weird thing where it's like, okay, so here's the thing. So, like, my brother, who will remain nameless, but he's been, let's call him Kush. We'll call him Kush. All right. Now, allegedly, he had a Blockbuster subscription.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if you remember, Blockbuster had a subscription service where you paid a flat fee for a month of unlimited movie rentals.
Yeah.
Okay. I think it was like $30, but you got unlimited movie rentals.
I mean, that's not bad.
It's like $1 a day if you just get one a day.
Yeah.
So he had that, and then he also had a DVD burner. And so he allegedly rented a lot of movies and burned copies. Allegedly. This didn't happen. Okay? This didn't actually happen. Well, let's just say allegedly it happened.
Allegedly, Kush did this.
All right. And, which, I mean, what is Blockbuster going to come after him? I mean, like, they're fucking 6 feet in the ground, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's what? One?
Yeah, if that. I'm pretty sure Randall Park already let that one die, too. Anyway. And so, like, he ended up, allegedly, having, like, a 500 DVD holder full of movies.
Yeah.
Right, allegedly.
Allegedly.
A couple of them. And, like, it got to the point where they basically meant nothing. Right?
Yeah.
Because, like, if every one of them can be... If you can have everything, then nothing is valuable.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
And
it's
so, like...
that's like a moral.
Yeah. And so, like, he had to allegedly actively choose to not do that anymore.
Yeah.
Because the value of making the purchase of the movie was more... Well, gave the movie more, meaning, more, can't think of the word I'm looking for, but it meant something, you know?
Yeah.
It wasn't just throwaway. It wasn't disposable, you know? Like, I mean, American Pie Bandcamp was as valuable as, like, Oppenheimer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Allegedly. Which, obviously, this would have been, like, 20 years ago.
Yeah. God.
But, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, I think that us going to watch the movie in theaters makes it, just by mere happenstance of us going to the movie to watch it, makes it more valuable.
Yeah.
you know, because it is an experience that we are choosing to have. You know,
Yes.
we're getting out of the house. We're dedicating time to sit in a room and watch this movie. Whereas when we're home, like when we was watching Green Lantern and Beware My Power, like I really enjoyed that. But I also took a nap in between and like paused it for 3 hours, you know? It's like, yeah, that was great. But like,
Yeah.
you know, how much value does that viewing experience actually hold?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
as compared to watching American Society,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, I think that, I don't know. I think that it's kind of, first off, I think this poll is bullshit. Okay, first off, like, yeah, you ask somebody just full stop, hey, would you rather, if you could watch Barbie at home or in a movie theater, which one would you rather watch?
Yeah.
And like, well, do I have to pay for the movie? Yes. Do I have to pay for Netflix? Well, you already pay for Netflix. So it's free? Yeah. Well, I guess I'd watch it at home, you know?
Well, how you was bringing up how Kush was doing that,
Yeah, yeah.
it just reminds me of how people get these jailbreak Amazon Fire Sticks.
Yes. Allegedly.
Not us.
Not even allegedly.
No.
Because Amazon Fire Sticks blow ass. Just throw that out there.
They do. Sorry. Make your app better.
Yeah,
Amazon
seriously.
Prime.
Well, or don't. I don't care. Fuck Amazon Prime.
No, make it better. Because there's sometimes some shows on there, like at school.
Oh, well, yeah. Yeah.
Like
I thought
kid
you meant those
shows?
sticks.
No.
Yeah.
I meant like the app in general.
Yeah. Like, I'd rather use a Chromecast or
Yeah.
Roku, honestly. And I'm shocked
Roku
by that.
is,
Roku's actually
it's
awesome.
come a long way.
Yeah.
It's
Our Roku
come
TV is really nice.
Yeah, a long way. Anyways, like, it makes you think of that because allegedly I know somebody that was at somebody's home
Yeah.
and they got they had this person's house had a jailbroke Fire Stick.
Yeah, yeah. Allegedly.
Allegedly. And they got to watch, I think, Indiana Jones before it came out on digital.
Yeah.
And this person I know that went to that house said that they really couldn't see anything good.
Yeah.
And
So wait, so allegedly this was like a cam copy?
I think
or
so.
like somebody allegedly recorded it?
I think so. I think so.
Like how we allegedly watched Venom 2, Let There Be Carnage?
Well, anyways, it just makes me think of that. And like, you know, you might have somehow managed to spoil that movie for yourself, you know?
Yeah, because the experience itself was kind of
crappy.
It was worthless.
Yeah.
Like literally worthless.
Yeah.
Because I mean, there was no worth to it.
No.
You know, it was free.
And I know this person later, when it did come out on digital, Indiana Jones, that they finally watched it, and they're like, yeah, I finally got to see some of the scenes that I couldn't see.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, I'm glad.
Yeah. It's weird. Like, it's weird that spending money on something makes it feel more valuable, you know? And I know that that's like a stupid thing to say.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Like, when you make the effort to go out,
yes,
and go see the movie, I mean, like with me and you, like we took Viv to go watch Kung Fu Panda 4.
Yeah,
for her that is a memory.
Yeah, that's something special that like we took her to do.
Yeah.
Whereas she can watch the first 3 Kung Fu Pandas like 27,000 times in a row right now.
Oh yeah.
And like it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, and like she'll say, you know, we went and watched Kung Fu Panda in the theater and got popcorn.
Yeah.
Like my mom and dad was asking her about that. They're like, "Did you get anything to eat?" She said, "Yeah, popcorn. We watched Kung Fu Panda." And I'm like, you know, that's something special to her right now. And like, you know, we look at it as, thank God she only got up 3 times to go leave the theater. But to her, that was a fun time, you know.
Well, I mean, some of my favorite memories growing up was going to the movies.
Same here.
You know, like, I mean, my grandmother would take us to watch like the Turtles. I remember watching Turtles 3, unfortunately, in theaters, and like Free Willy. That was another one we went to. But like specifically around the summertime, when I was around like 10,
Yeah.
There was one summer we went and watched Apollo 13, and we also watched Batman Forever.
Oh, wow.
And like, it was great. It was like a great time to be alive.
Yeah,
you know?
that sounds like a good summer.
Yeah. And then like there was a few years later when Cinemark Tinseltown opened up, like me and my mom and dad, we went and watched, I talked about it last Wednesday, we went Spider-Man.
Yeah.
You know, and then like the Clone Wars and,
yeah.
You know, taking dad to watch Fantastic Four and stuff. And like, you know, like those are legit memories. And like, as much as I enjoy being able to watch stuff at home and like, you know, especially when it comes to like TV shows, I very much like that means something more because I guess you don't really watch that in theaters.
What are you doing?
So like there's not really the chance for it to mean more than what it does.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that. I completely lost track of thought. Before we go further, I just wanted to shout out real quick. We had a community poll that we posted today. So it was, which do you prefer? Watch movies in theater or stream movies at home? And with 243 votes, watch movies in theaters wins with 83% of the vote.
Wow.
So our poll definitely is skewed the opposite direction.
They didn't ask the right people.
Yeah, definitely not. Now, like, I get it. Like, that's the thing is, like, it's a hard thing to juggle here, you know, because like there's so many reasons for people to choose streaming, least of which is cost. It is expensive to go to watch a movie. Like, we're lucky that we can do like the AMC monthly.
Yes.
Like, you know, $20 a month, we get to watch all the movies each month that we want to watch. And like, you know, not everybody can do that. Not everybody can afford to just go to a movie. I mean, pay for childcare or even just on their own. You know, some people don't like to go on their own. I always would go watch movies by myself. And I actually really enjoyed that. It was nice. Watching Prometheus in 3D alone was... I actually wasn't in 3D. It was just regular. It was one of like the best things ever. I loved it.
I watched the last Harry Potter Deathly Hallows Part 2 with Jerriana at midnight.
Ah, that's great.
And we got the Harry Potter 3D glasses.
Nice.
And
man, you remember special 3D glasses? Like there was an Avengers set. Like it was like Tony Hawk.
Tony Stark. Tony Stark.
Yeah.
But like that was a fun night.
Yeah.
Cause like I understand Harry Potter and stuff, but like I'm not like way into it as some of the other people that were there. There was people like
yeah. I mean it's midnight showing. That's
and I was like,
the people.
I love this.
Yeah.
I love seeing people dressed up. I love this so much. But you know what? The one thing that stands out in my mind from that night was driving. I can't remember if Jerriana's sister was with us or not. I can't remember. But like driving back to Jerriana's house that night, I was just driving down the 4-lane and I was like, man, that car looks really weird. Why is that car not on the other side of the road?
What the hell?
It was on the 4-lane. It was a cop. I was in the right lane and he was driving in the left lane on the wrong side.
What the hell?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say there was like a ghost or something.
Yeah, I wish. That was scary though. I was
like,
what the heck? I don't know. You're a cop. You can do whatever the flip you want, but my God.
Yeah, no, that's not cool.
No.
That's not cool at all.
No, Eric said, I think whenever we was talking about where we first brought it up, he said, our theaters here never closed in 2020. So I remember seeing Kong versus Godzilla back and Back to the Future re-release.
Nice.
Unhinged and more during that time.
Nice.
So, I mean, we made the effort whenever we felt more comfortable. We went and watched only Marvel stuff.
Yeah. Shang-Chi, The Eternals, Spider-Man No Way Home. Yeah. That was like...
Spider-Man No Way Home. I remember like we were in MXC.
Yes. Oh, it
was packed. But like...
And like we were still masked up and everything. And like... It sucked and was scary, but also like
just
wonderful hearing everybody cheer like when Andrew Garfield shows up.
And then Tobey Maguire, like everybody's screaming.
Oh, so nice, God,
so much fun.
Man, I fucking hated those times. Like, God, that was the worst.
Yes, it was.
Anyway, sorry. So like, I guess my thing is I don't think theatrical is ever going to go away.
No.
I could be wrong, but I feel like the fact that Broadway still exists, like, kind of proves that there will always be a need for a large gathering of people to watch something. You know, like, people just genuinely need that.
It's an
Concerts still
experience.
exist.
Yeah.
Like, if streaming was really going to kill something, then concerts wouldn't be around. You know, like, I don't know. I feel like that's the thing is, if anything, it just makes kind of, okay, this is going to be like my like playing both sides here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and apologize because this is going to sound very middle of the aisle.
Okay.
I feel like streaming kind of democratizes entertainment a little bit, whereas like things that wouldn't necessarily have gotten made will get made.
Yeah.
Because people need content, right?
Yeah.
I mean, even if it's not on Netflix, even if it's not on Disney Plus or whatever, like, you can literally make a movie and put it on YouTube. You know, like, you can do that.
Yeah.
Not saying you necessarily should, but you can.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, also it makes people more want to vote with their dollars on what they go watch.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, I'm sorry. Thinking of whenever YouTube was doing their own shows and stuff.
Yeah.
They did Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
And how that started off, and then Netflix got a hold of it. And now look where it's at.
Completely
now.
Reinvigorated the Karate Kid franchise, which was basically a joke.
Yes.
When that came out, you know.
Yeah.
So I mean, I definitely think that in general, streaming is a good thing.
Yeah.
You know, I think that it does have its up and downs, and I think that I think studios are even starting to feel that, especially Disney. I feel like they're feeling it more than anything because of how much they push Disney Plus.
Mm-hmm.
And now people, one, aren't going to watch their movies, and two, they're not selling movies as much as they used to, because obviously selling movies was a huge piece of their market.
Oh, yeah.
And now it's like, what's the point? It's just going to be on Disney Plus.
I don't even know. I'm going to look this up real quick. I used to be part of the Disney Movie Club back in the day. And, like,
I'm pretty sure it doesn't exist anymore.
I'm just going to look it up, though. I'm just curious, just to make my brain shut up. But, like, I loved it because not only you could get the movie of the month or whatever, whether, like, you wanted it or not, like, you could cancel it. But, like, there's other stuff on there, like pins and stuff, and it was really cool.
Yeah,
like stuff that you wouldn't see.
I believe they've converted all that to Disney Movie Insiders,
probably,
because that's like where my digital copies went, and then that merged with like Fandango or some shit.
Yeah. What? Let's see here. Maggie. Well, it says it's a movie club. Unless this is not DisneyMovieClub.go.com.
I don't know, Maggie.
I don't know either.
Anyway, all that to say that I think that we're not like, I think where we currently are is not the end of where we're going to be. Like, the world is still changing as far as like streaming and theatrical, and obviously streaming services are starting to charge more and more and more, to where it's not going to be as great of an offering as it once was. And so it's going to be even less of an incentive to not go to a movie theater.
Yeah.
You know? And I mean, I don't know. I feel like we're still kind of in this weird middle ground where we're all just trying to figure this out. Yeah. And like, I feel like they undervalued streaming for so long that now people are used to that. Yeah. And getting them to pay more is going to be hard.
Yeah.
And so they're going to try and figure out more ways to make more, which is going to lead to like advertising and commercials and stuff. And people, of course, don't want to do that. And
also they have to pay like everybody that makes these movies and stuff, or TV series with all these big name actors and actresses.
Yeah. And like, so like, is it gonna go back to almost like a pay-per-view or an HBO like classic model of, this is on here, but it's not on here forever. Yeah. So like, you can watch this, it'll be available until July, and then it's going into the vault. Or you can buy it and own it. Like either digitally or physically, right? Yeah. And like, I could see, because you could have HBO and Showtime and all that stuff back in the day, and whatever movies they had you could watch, but like you weren't guaranteed all of those movies would always be there.
Yeah.
And so I could even see them taking a step back in that direction. And like, if you want it, you have to buy it.
Yeah.
But we have a revolving library of content that you can watch, you know, on Disney or whatever. Oh, is it this?
No, it seems like Lucy. I guess it is that.
Yeah. No, sorry. No, it's okay. So I mean, I could see them doing that, but again, are people going to be happy with that? You know, like that's the thing is they've already given us such a deal for so long. You know, I mean, think about Netflix originally was just, oh, and you can also stream movies whenever you want. You know, like no extra charge. You know, and like now that is the business. You know, and now everything's going up, and you know, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see where this all shakes out.
Yeah.
But I think ultimately we're going to have, you know, streaming services. We're going to have theatrical. I think we'll see more specialized movies in theaters, not just the big budgets, but I think it'll be more of like fan events, like how they release certain animes in theaters, and you know, they have like special screenings, and like it'll be more fan driven as opposed to just general audiences and trying to get everybody to see it. Like it'll just be these limited engagements, like the Taylor Swift Eras Tour. Yeah, you know, like this movie's only available 3 nights a week. You know, and like it's just for the fans.
I always liked what Marquis did, like doing the old movies.
Oh yeah, flashback cinema. Yeah.
I always liked how they did that.
Or like the Fathom events. Yeah, you know, like. So I can see that, and like you'll still have your tentpole movies, like the big, you know, the big blockbuster movies, and like the horror movies and stuff. Like I think you'll have mostly the movies that are really cheap to produce that only have to make, you know, a handful of $1 million to be successful. And you'll also have those that are like $200 million movies that they hope to make $1 billion off of. But like these movies, I mean, short of Anyone But You, short of that, I don't see any like mid-budget movies existing and you know there, and now that's going to be more of like the Disney Plus and Netflix and stuff.
Eric said the Disney Club is recently scheduled to close. I collect physical media, and all of us that collect are bummed out.
It sucks. Which Eric, I know Disney has started announcing that they're going to be releasing a lot of their Disney Plus stuff on 4K Blu-ray. Like The Mandalorian and Falcon and Winter Soldier's getting a release. Andor, Loki and WandaVision. So I mean, it's just interesting, and I wonder, like, I'd love to get your thoughts on just, you know, do you think, like, as somebody that collects physical media, do you think that it's going to get worse, or do you think we're starting to see kind of a swing back to trying to get people to buy stuff as opposed to just streaming it? I'd love to know your thoughts. Just in the comments or whatever.
I'd like to think it's taken a swing back, but I mean,
well, I think like it really scared people, the movies and stuff that are just being deleted off of these services. Yeah. Like what was it, Willow? Like that's just
Willow's just gone.
You know, and like there was that one movie on Disney Plus that lasted like
only a day, I think.
Well, no, I think it was like 2 weeks, but then it was gone. And so, like, I could see them doing things, not necessarily like that, because I feel like that's a bit much, but I could see them being like, hey, you know, The Marvels is out now on Disney Plus. Yeah. And you can watch it all the way until May. Yeah. And now it's going away. Yeah. And then, like, you know, every few months they're like, it's the Marvels month, and we're bringing back all of Captain Marvel's movies, you know, like basically what Disney Channel used to do. Yeah. But doing it as streaming. And like, you can own it whenever. Like you can still buy it and watch it whenever you want. Yeah. Or you can just pay this, you know, $20 a month and watch whatever we give you access to. Yeah. Which sucks. But I would almost take that trade-off if they made their physical media more accessible. Yeah. You know. It's
just so crazy to think about how like Walmart and other places that, I mean, used to have aisle upon aisle of movies.
And now there's like hardly anything. Yeah, I mean, barely. Best Buy doesn't even sell them anymore.
I don't think the last time I was in Walmart, I saw the things in the middle of the aisles where all the $5 movies are at.
Yeah.
I don't think
they
I've
do
even
that.
seen that anymore.
I know they still have like the one aisle of like Blu-rays and DVDs, but like that's it.
And specialty like shows and stuff. Or seasons and stuff.
Yeah, most of them are just complete box sets on DVD of like Hey Arnold or some shit, just random shit.
I know they have like a lot of anime.
Yeah, a lot of anime.
Because
still books. That's another big thing.
Still books, a lot of people love collecting those.
It's crazy, like coming from me. Like, I mean, just looking right in front of us, we have this wall of Blu-rays. Like I was a huge collector of physical media.
Me and you both. Remember when we got married and we combined everything?
Merge everything. Yeah.
And like we found out, we have a double of this.
Yeah.
Well, are we going to keep this version or this version?
Yeah. We kept my versions because Maggie decided full screen was acceptable.
I was young.
It's
and
okay.
stupid.
Hey, it's okay. I don't blame you. But like, all these box sets and stuff, like, I really loved collecting all of this, but then like after Disney Plus launched, because that was the main things I would buy was Marvel. Marvel and Disney. And like after that launched, it was like, well, why should I? Like if I can watch any of it at any time, like why should I bother, buying the physical of it if it's literally just streaming? Which, don't get me wrong, obviously I see now like, oh well, actually they could take it down at any point. You don't actually own any of this stuff.
Yeah.
Like I get that. So it's just a weird, complicated game, but I think eventually it'll swing back to a more balanced approach. Right now it's a little unbalanced, but I think it'll all work out. It's almost like the day after tomorrow when like the world had to freeze over and die, but then like that cool air made everything like even out and life went back to normal.
Yeah.
Like, we'll just have to flood like the top of the country and there you go. Then everything's back to normal.
Yeah. We're back to it. Eric says, I think Disney knows that their streaming service is losing a lot of money, and it's making some back with the releases of the shows and physical media. And with WandaVision, the WandaVision is very hard to find.
Interesting. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I definitely, you can tell that they were bummed with how much they've lost from not selling as much physical media as they used to. What'll be the real test is if we start seeing like more Netflix stuff get released.
Yeah.
I
know like we own the first season of Stranger Things, don't we?
Yeah, first 2.
Yeah.
But I don't think they've released 3 or 4.
Oh, they haven't. Oh, he said followed by Loki and then The Mandalorian. Even Netflix releases physical media. Cobra Kai, Stranger Things, and Wednesday is scheduled to get a release.
Oh, cool. And like I think about Black Friday where I would, get a lot of great deals on movies and stuff. And like the past couple of years I've gotten hardly anything. Like I mean, there was a time rare. I would get like 50 to 60 movies, and like now it's like I think I got 6 this past year, and it was like it was just to complete certain collections.
He would make a spreadsheet of the places.
Yeah.
Comparing all the prices.
Yeah. An Excel spreadsheet, of course. I mean, because like I didn't want to pay $7.99 for a movie when I could get it for $4.99 over here. Think about it. And like, I mean, obviously, I would always want the highest end quality. So like, if it was 4K for $10, or if it was, well, we're done. We're done. It's okay. Like we've talked a lot, but I think we've pretty much captured everything we just wanted to say. Let us know in the comments or in chat what your thoughts on this whole thing is, and where you'd like to see media go from here. But now, let's close out the show, everybody. Do you want to hit the button? All right. So, next up, really quick, we're going to add the American Society to our spring ranking for 2024. Current ranking is at number 1, Dune Part 2. At number 2, Kung Fu Panda 4. Number 3, Lisa Frankenstein. Number 4, Argyle. And number 5, Madam Web. Maggie, where do you want to put the American Society?
I want to say number 3.
Number 3, so below Kung Fu Panda?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think American Society had stronger parts,
Yeah.
but I think in general Kung Fu Panda was a more balanced movie.
Yeah.
But I did really enjoy American Society, but it was a bit all over the place in a good way.
In a good way.
But like, just there were some parts that I was like, the fuck are they talking about? You know? Okay, so American Society at number 3. All right.
Tell me why I owned almost every steel book of Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Nice. God.
How many? How many?
I
How
would
many?
hate.
How many?
I hated when they would re-release different steelbooks because it's like I already own it, you know. Like when Serenity had like 4 different cases, I was so mad. But everybody, this has been the Hopefully Awesome Show, our weekly podcast where Maggie and I chit chat about all the nerdy movie and TV news that you need to know about. Remember, if you'd like to support the channel, you can head over to patreon.com/hopefullyawesome and support us, or on youtube.com/hopefullyawesome, just like these fine folks. You can get your name in every episode. You can also get exclusive content or get a verbal shout out for being our producer, just like Strange Marvel Theories. Thank you for being our producer for this month. We greatly appreciate you. Remember, we'll be back again tomorrow night with Going Back to Smallville, our weekly Smallville rewatch podcast. We are recapping seasons 1 through 4. So if you have not joined us, tomorrow night is the best possible way to join. You can just come in with this one, start season 5 with us. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be good times for sure. We will also be back again, hopefully Wednesday night, with Super Nice Playback, where we'll be watching some random VHS tapes and finding out what other crazy crap we still have recorded from back in the 90s and the early 2000s.
Eric owns 6 so far, and he says he's going
Scott Pilgrim?
Yeah,
Jesus.
and he says he'll send us some pictures.
Oh my God, yes, please.
And also, Louie, go to your friend.
Thank you.
And
thanks
to Jarian also for being in chat.
Yeah, thanks everybody for hanging out with us. This is a fun one. We'll be back again 1 week from tonight with Ghostbusters 2, 4, and 5.
Frozen Empire.
Frozen Empire. Let it go. Let it ghost. Let it ghost. Bust makes me feel good.
Frozen Empire State Building.
Oh, state of mind.
New York State of mind.
Thanks for watching, everybody, and as always,
have a hopefully awesome day.
Bye.